Go ahead.
Is there an update on Araujo's visa and availability for Sunday?
Yeah, we're still waiting. It could be any moment, so we just wait for that call, and if he's good to go, then we'll see where we're at.
It appeared that Brooks and Franco Ibarra participated in training today. If they're available for Sunday?
Brooks trained fully. Franco Ibarra only did part of it, so probably still questionable. But I'll check in as I've not been inside yet with him.
What are the biggest challenges that LAFC presents you guys?
I mean, a lot. I think they're a really good team, really, really well coached. I keep hearing that they're in a bad way, but it makes me laugh. They're a good team. They're very dangerous. They're attacking three, no matter what shape they end up playing, are something to be wary of. I also think that they defend a certain way, and there's space that I think we can go and attack. There's also opportunity for us coming off, I think, a good win against Columbus, and then just coming home to our fans. I think that'll give us a real boost. So hopefully momentum's in our favor, and whether it's LAFC or whether it's a different opponent, I just take it as we're coming home with momentum and hoping for a positive result.
Rob, speaking of being at home, in preparing for a team like LAFC, does anything change considering that you're facing them at Mercedes-Benz?
In terms of personnel?
Yeah, or like perhaps how you guys approach them. Like they're the ones that, they're coming into your house, basically.
Yeah, and I'd like to get it that way again, where teams come in and they do change a little bit. And I don't know what they're going to do. I try to put myself in the opposition coach's shoes and think about where they could hurt us, where they would try to hurt us, and also then I put myself in the shoes I'm in, and I say, all right, well, what can we go and dictate? We'll have the crowd supporting us. That's going to be huge. And I think we've made progress in terms of the realistic objectives that we've tried to meet, and I think that's going to be really important that we continue to focus on that and be aware of what they present. But I've tried to continue that message of let's worry about ourselves and how we can progress, and that's where we'll continue the same.
And then you mentioned momentum. Winning back-to-back games has been difficult for Atlanta as of late. There's a new coach coming in. Like, how do you yourself manage the change that's coming and the momentum that the team currently has?
Yeah, I mean, the change that's coming is not going to be a big change in my opinion. I think yesterday everyone got to see the type of person that's bringing into the building, and I think that is a really positive influence on the group, and that's been the message from myself. And the conversations that Gonzalo and I have been unbelievable. You can see the type of person he is, first off, and the coach side that I don't feel like there's going to be any doubts about that. He's a well-qualified person, and the change isn't fully here yet, so it remains the same. We have one of his assistants involved, and now we push forward, and we're all together, and that's been the message that I've tried to present to the group, and that we continue with our momentum. And then now when people come in, they pick up with us. That's the goal. But the change, we're trying to make it not a change. It's just we roll with the next person, the people who would come and join us.
Diego De La Torre is here currently working?
Yeah, we got him involved as soon as we could. It's unfortunate Gonzalo can't be here. We wish he was here, but we're in constant communication with him. And Diego's been a real bright spot to welcome in from a staff standpoint. Put a smile on his face, and it's like instantly you gravitate towards someone like that. He's got a really good personality.
What are you going to miss about being the interim head coach?
Nothing. I'm gonna enjoy being the one that helps prepare training sessions or whatever my task might be. But my role, and I said at the beginning, don't treat me any differently because I'm not going to be in this that long, and I want to come from that leadership standpoint. I want to make sure that I'm always a servant to help them, and it's about the players and them, because they're the ones that have to go out and be the brave ones to go and play the games, and I want to make sure that no matter title, my actions remain the same, and they can see that.
But you got a taste. Sorry, Marcel. You did get a taste of being a head coach in this league at a big club. Does that change your approach to perhaps day-to-day being an assistant, or perhaps your future at all?
Yeah, I think it makes me a little bit more ambitious, for sure. It was an unbelievable experience, and it's still going. So I'm not going to lose sight that I still have to make sure that I stand in front of them with that. I think that the opportunity to play against top opponents, top coaches in this league was very good, and I think it'll serve me really well to come and help Gonzalo. And I'm really looking forward to having him because he's been at the top level as a player. He's now experienced winning as a coach in this league, and I think he's going to have a lot of insight of how it worked in my shoes. He's also going to understand what it was like, But I've got so much to learn. So being able to learn from someone like him is going to be really important, and then to take my experience. So I got a little bit, and now I can hopefully serve him and the players in a better way.
Have you been able to talk with Gonzalo about tactics or potential starting lineup for Sunday, or are you still in the introductory period of speaking with them? And are you having got to that point yet?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked right away. I think after the first introductory conversation, then we were on Zoom and meeting the staff, and he's so eager, and he's very respectful of the situation that he's coming into, respectful of the staff, and I want him to feel welcome. We want him to feel, hey, this is going to be yours now and ours when we take it together. And so I've been in communication with him, keep him up to date on the training sessions. I'm sure he's itching to be here. Now, whether we discuss the lineups or tactics, he wants to keep things constant in terms of that. Now, lineup, we'll have conversation. I want to make sure he's included, or make sure that we all feel comfortable in the way we're moving forward, just like we normally do. And now he's on Zoom, so it's a little different, but everything should stay the same in the way we worked as a staff before. He just is now a better brain than myself, probably, to come into that side of it.
Going back to Araujo, not knowing if he's going to be available, do you have like a plan A and a plan B if you find out at the last minute that he is available?
Yeah, I've got lots of plans. Yeah, I mean, he's training and he's part of the group, and we're pushing forward with who's part of the group. When he comes available, great, and we'll see what aspect he can help with and where he fits in there. I want him to feel comfortable in the country now. He's get settled, and don't want to feel overloaded with different things. He's a quality player, and I want to make sure from the personal standpoint, as you guys have seen with me, that he's taken care of it. He's gone through an unbelievable experience that he had in France, where he was there for a couple of years, very successful, and I told him, my first message to him was like, I'm sure you leave with mixed emotions, so we're welcoming you. We got our arms open, like, come on, come and help the group, but also we understand that you probably have some sadness leaving something so special, so it might take some time, but so far he's looked great, and we'll see when he's available. We'll see what we do with him.
Rob, after being around the players for a week now, after a successful road trip, taking 4 points, do you sense a different kind of confidence level in this group as compared to a few weeks ago?
I hope so. I mean, you can see that they're more comfortable with each other. I feel like they're a little bit closer. The message of being together and being away on the road was very important. I think the result helped it. I said it before to you guys that you can talk until you're blue in the face and you can do all these things in training, but if you don't win, eventually it falls on deaf ears, and I sit up here going, oh, we're almost there. I believe it, but the results are what changes it, and hopefully, I said it the other day, I hope this kick starts everything.
Rob, if you get a win on Sunday, I mean, you're knocking off Caleb Porter and Bob Bradley in successive weeks. I mean, how would that feel for you just personally, considering what you just said about being more ambitious?
I've got a lot of respect for them and the way their teams play and what their history has been. And it comes full circle with Bob. When I was younger, I played in the Olympic national team as him as one of my coaches, and only for a short period of time, so I'm not sure he even remembers me. But he was someone that had an instant influence on me. So I think the moment in general, going against somebody like that and quote unquote being equals will be good. But I'm not going to let that emotion get to me. It's more the focus on beating him and getting the points to make sure that we propel ourselves into a better place here.
Talk last one.
When you were named interim, did you get to meet Blank on his yacht anywhere?
I'm not telling you guys.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, Rob.